so it is Friday. We got one more day left of car week, and we decided we haven't been able to hook up yet with any of our Utah friends to go do rally or anything to kind of cruise up the PCH. So I decided I'm going myself. I don't know if you can see that, but we've got an F12 and an SF90 behind us. We're just trying to get out of Carmel here. It's supposed to free up here in a second. We're gonna go down the PCH up to Big Sur. The Highway 1 runs along the ocean and is really awesome. This was kind of the part of the stretch of the freeway out here that I always kind of dreamed of being able to drive this kind of stuff down, so I'm doing it. So a lot of everybody is also, they're all at Quail today. All of the big names, the people with big deep pockets, the really big boy cars, a lot of those are all there. I mean, it's like $2,400 a ticket to get in, so way above my pay grade at this point. So anyway, we're gonna take you along. We'll see what kind of cool cars we've got all along the way, and some awesome scenery for sure. And let's get rolling. Oh, 2 in a row. So I guess this highway is closed. It was actually closed last year too. I didn't really know why, but it was for this landslide. They're rebuilding all of this. This is pretty crazy here. So we got all the way to the end of that. So we came down all the way to here, and we're gonna go check out this this waterfall. It's like from a movie set or something. That just doesn't even look real. Imagine having this in your backyard. Who needs man-made water features? This road coming down to Big Sur is literally the perfect idea of like what you want for a road. You've got the ocean, you've got amazing scenery, windy roads. It's banked, so you're coming in and you're banking back and forth. The road's amazing. It's so much fun to be able to just kind of whip around all of this. You know, I'm not pushing it hard by any means, but super fun. This is exactly what my kind of bucket list idea of bringing a supercar out to California in the general area where I grew up but never had anything like this. To be able to come and do this is pretty awesome. What's even better is this isn't going to be a one and done. This will definitely be bringing something out every year for car week and experiencing this. Maybe we'll have 2 cars out next time, and maybe something that's a new build, but super fun. I'm just loving it. Having the time of my life here.
Had a couple of these guys stop us on the side of the road. Some pictures. So we're obliging.
Parking again with my car. You can see my car's right there, and there's the auction. So we're gonna go in and go shopping. What do you think, Linda? Should we get another car? Yeah, definitely. Would that be the smart choice?
It's one of everything.
All right, I guess we're going. So another first, a yes go. So walking through the Sotheby's list of cars here. These are some of their top cars that are going to be in the auction. F40. Got a Duesenberg. Early Ferrari. This right here is a dream car right here. It's only the second time I've ever even seen one of these. This is the car that like started it all for Lamborghini for the style that they are. This is not their first car, but this was the first one that had like this style. This would be like seeing a spaceship today for back then. So this was in the 60s. I can't remember what year. But last year we saw one at the Mecum that was a green one of these. Miura with all this open. Take a look at that engine. It's interesting how they ran the V12 in there sideways. Made it a lot more compact. McLaren Speedtail. I did not know that it was set up kind of like a F1 with the 3 seats. So you've got the drivers in the center with your 2 side. Beautiful car. LaFerrari. I love this car too. One of the best looking Ferraris.
They know what they're doing.
So $599. I'm gonna sneak a little idea that I've got for my next build on the channel, and that is taking an engine out of one of these and putting it in a Corvette. What do you think of that? A V12 Corvette. Would that be sick? So, my favorites: Speedtail, Miura, LaFerrari, Purple Ruelto.
Really?
Yeah.
We got a LaFerrari right here. You're not a fan of the F40?
Yes, I am a total fan. Actually, I had a poster of this. I remember when this car came out and it was in the magazine. Back when magazines were a thing.
Yeah.
That's how old I am. And it was also on a poster. It was right next to my Countach one. So, yes, this thing's sick.
F40 over Countach, for sure.
Yes. I think it's 100% a way better car, way better performance, way better all the way around. Of course, you know, I'm only going off of what people say because, you know, I've never actually driven one. I've only just seen them.
Yeah.
But I love it. I think it's so cool.
Is that a P1 back there?
No, it is a Speedtail.
Oh.
So I did not know that the Speedtail is set up the same way as the F1. I didn't know that they had made another
with
car
the
like
center
that.
seat. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's got the center seat with the side seats. Really wild. The back is so long, but you can kind of tell they still built this thing on the same chassis as like my 720 and the
Oh,
Senna and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really wild, the layout that they did with it.
Well, let's check it out.
Yeah. I don't know if, I guess we'd have to look up. I'm guessing that this is a butterfly door, kind of like my
It is.
720.
Yeah, yeah.
But look at where the door handle is.
Oh, crazy.
It's way up here. So I'm guessing that, like, to open the door, you hit the button here, and then you grab here. Really wild, but
Do you
it's
think
also
that
got
do you think that's the door handle, or do you think that's the mirror? So it pops out, and that would be the camera.
that's what that's got to be. It looks like a door handle,
Yeah.
but I'll bet
I
that's
think
the
it's a
mirror.
little camera that pops out, so then you have this. See how you got this TV
Yep.
screens on both sides?
Dude, you're right. Yeah, I didn't even. Yeah, they're doing that for aerodynamics.
Yeah.
That is a weird spot for a door handle. That's because it's not a door handle. I'm a really smart dumb car guy. So door handle, I'm guessing, is probably the same spot. And it's really, I mean, this is like a smaller, more refined version of what my 720 has, where it has the air ducting kind of in between the door and going in here. Much smaller, much tighter, but it's a very similar design. And then it's got this similar design as the Senna here with the little baby window that you can't get anything through,
Yeah.
including air.
Imagine going for real. Go through a drive-through and try and get a drink through that.
Functional roof scoop, though, that looks amazing. It actually kind of reminds me a little bit of like the old school scoops that you would have like on drag cars. The way that design is.
Yeah.
But then they
Oh, I can see
But
it.
then
Yeah.
they did all of the dots on it. I wonder if that's to basically help the airflow go through whatever it doesn't need.
Or lets heat out of the engine.
Yeah.
Something.
And the rear diffuser is just massive. It's got massive channels under there to pull the air out.
Oh yeah. I don't know if the camera can see it, but well, this 2020 is going for a cool 1.5 mil to 2 mil.
That's it?
That ain't bad.
No.
Yeah, maybe buy one tonight.
I might be able to sell absolutely everything I have, including my house. Then I have a okay down
A
payment
down payment.
that I probably still couldn't approve for the loan on the rest of it. And I'd be homeless.
You'd be living out of a Speedo.
Yes. It does have 3 seats though, which that's good.
Yeah. At least
I'll
you
just
can
have to
get
get
to church
rid
with
of
it.
like most of my kids. So, second time now seeing a F1. The first one was actually earlier today driving. But this, oops, I'm sorry. The beginning of it all. Right here. First time seeing it up close. It's pretty cool. I really like it. 1.5 to 1.7 million. An 812 super fast. Should I do something like this? Would that be cool?
That would be insane.
That would be kind of next level-ish stuff. It's pretty sick. I mean, look at that color interior. Pretty wild. It's not like your typical red Ferrari with the black or red interior. Pretty unique. I love it.
Me too. Competizione.
Yeah, it looks so aggressive, and the back end looking, how it looks aggressive. Crazy. Dig it. Well, so the 512 was the later Testarossa, like after the Testarossa. 500 to 650 grand, but it doesn't have the flip-up headlight. Cool. I always think of Miami Vice
When you see these?
when I see the Testarossa. They had a, I think it was a white one. Miami Vice. Diablo GT. So we're saying 1.3 to 1.6. Look at that color, that orange. So this is the one car too that you know why they have that little carbon cover over the top?
No.
Because those headlights are out of a 300Z.
What the?
And they've got that carbon cover over there to cover where it says Nissan on the headlights.
Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
No way. That's a wild fact.
But this thing's sick. I mean, the spec, the roof scoop and everything. But, I mean, if they can get, you know, $1 million for a Nissan over there, I mean, we could be over $1 million for a Nissan here, so.
Yeah. I wish I just had $1 million.
Me too. Yeah. Would this be a cool one to bring to the channel? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I'd say yes, if the pocketbook could allow. But I remember even in my 20s, like being out in Northern California, and if I even saw a normal one of these, which this one is not, it was like a very good day. So cool. I love the Diablo. It was like the end of, this was right when Audi started to, they'd already bought the company, and there's a whole lot of Audi influence on this car.
Really?
And right before the Murcielago. And then once the Murcielago came, that's full Audi influence after they had bought.
Interesting.
So reliability got a lot better, but these are kind of right there in between this era.
These are sweet.
Yeah. One of my favorite parts of this is the back. The twin tips coming out the back, and I think that looks really, really awesome. Good luck. You see a lot of the tire.
If you owned it, what color would you own?
It'd have to be something like this. I mean, it's a Lamborghini. I mean, of course, the one Lamborghini I have is like gray, so it's like the kind of more non-Lamborghini, bright in your face color. But I think the next Lamborghini I want to do something that's like stupid bright. Something like this, or one of the greens, or something just
ridiculous,
off the wall, crazy.
Yeah,
for sure. All right, so from what I understand, this is not a car from like a Mad Max movie or anything. It was a prototype that Ferrari used to build and test the drivetrain for the LaFerrari. So if you look at how massive the brakes are in the front, all of the drivetrain underneath is what they were developing for the LaFerrari. So, and it's even got, so it's on a 458 chassis, but it's got a V12 in it.
No way.
And it's got the hybrid system. If you look back here, you can see all the orange cables in that. That was all for the hybrid system.
Interesting.
And then they were messing with different exhaust lengths and that just for testing and horsepower and all of that. So they used a 458 chassis to basically build all of the drivetrain for the LaFerrari.
Interesting.
To get all of that sorted, and then they built the whole chassis, or the body and everything of what we ended up with for the LaFerrari around it. But wow, it's really wild, all of the scoops and intakes, because obviously this car, this 458, was never designed for that. It came with a naturally aspirated V8.
Yeah.
So the intakes, everything's in different locations, which is why you have all this weird planted on stuff and air intakes and air stuff for some of the battery and hybrid system and all of that. That's wow, obviously this car's never made for. They just kind of used it as a test mule, which is really wild. It looks super funky.
It does.
But they're asking, I think, $1 million plus for the car.
Wow.
Which I don't even know that.
I'm surprised they're even selling it.
You know, they've got these access panels that they put into it to like get to different parts that they were probably testing and change the oil. But yeah, they're like 900 to 1.2 million on this. Yeah, the seats are probably just out of just something that they had laying around.
Yeah, computer chairs.
Really wild. Yeah, it's crazy.
Just some other stuff that's going on around here.
Beautiful F40. I love that blue. Looks so good. Right next to here, we've got an amazing white Countach. My absolute dream car. Right there. So we have a Ford GT Mark V. So the race car. Look at that wing. This is like, should I add some extra bits on my Senna wing? That rear diffuser. Look at that. That is sick looking. The heat shield.
The lights are cool.
Yeah. Well, and you got this completely open in here to the tires. You can actually see the tire up top here. The roof scoop. A lot of carbon. Massive wing. And then the beautiful flying buttresses. I love that. So cool. Just doesn't really translate when you're seeing it over film versus seeing it in person. 599XX. So awesome looking. That wing. SF90XX. Look at that. So I am just loving the cops today. I'm a dummy and I got a ticket here too. That's like the most I've ever had, 2 in one day. That's awesome. So we are getting now toward the end of the day. We'll see if some of the other guys, we may end up hooking up with some guys to go and do some drives and cruising a little bit. We're doing the famous 17-mile drive loop that a lot of guys like to go. It is really pretty. We ended up going and having dinner over on the beach right here at the resort by 17 Mile. Really great food, a little bit pricey, but there was again some great cars there. Was loving going to Sotheby's today, checking out some of the cars. I definitely would love to be able to be someday picking up one of those cars, or maybe actually being a guy that's bidding at the auction. But it's pretty wild seeing so many really special cars that are high dollar, multi-million dollar cars that a lot of times you just only see in like a magazine or in this case online. Back in my day it was magazines. Super fun experience. You can see how pretty this 17-mile drive is. All the trees. We've got just a little bit of a mist going, and I'm making sure and being careful and not revving my car unless I'm on private property so that I don't get another ticket. I think that's pretty lame that I got a ticket for that, but I guess whatever. We may end up ending it here. We'll see if we end up meeting up with the guys.